different teachers on the law of attraction say you shouldn't try to figure out exactly how you're going to get what you want. You shouldn't try to figure out what you need to do step by step in order to get what you want, because in doing so, you are getting in your own way. You are not allowing yourself to really listen to your intuitive guidance that's leading you in the right direction step by step. But when you're trying to figure out all in your mind all at once, it's not going to help. I learned that from the book Manifesting Change by Mike Dooley. He calls it the cursed howls. And it's really tempting to try to figure out exactly how you're going to get what you want. Usually, it's the next obvious step when it comes to taking action. And sometimes the next obvious step isn't so obvious, so then we try to figure out in our minds, what do we need to do? And so if we're not supposed to try to figure out what we need to do, and we're not supposed to be completely 100% inactive and do nothing, because in doing so it can create even more discouragement, it can create even more frustration when you're not doing anything at all. So I believe I found the solution to this sort of contradiction, this sort of dilemma, from Abraham Hicks. I was listening to a certain recording by Abraham Hicks, and they said that when there's nothing else that you know what to do, when you don't know exactly what the next step is, then you can simply gather information, research, and plan. And that is different than trying to figure out exactly what you need to do or try to figure out how you're going to get what you want. You're simply just gathering information. You're simply just researching. And there's no resistance to that. And that's an action. You're taking action there when you're gathering information and researching. Not gathering information and researching to figure out exactly how you're going to get what you want step by step, but just simply gathering information. And that's it. That's the only action you're doing. There's no resistance to that. And the reason why I believe this works is because I learned from a book called The Law of Attraction by Michael Dooley, where he said that there's no resistance when you're asking the universe to give you information. When you need information to a certain solution, you need a solution to a certain problem, and you need to gather more information. If you ask the universe within 48 hours to give you signs and information to help you along the way to manifest what you want, you will get those signs. You will get the information in very unexpected ways. So when simply gathering information, there's no resistance to that, and that is taking action, and that is an action that you can do right here, right now. It really does reduce a lot of the frustration of the inactivity. If I find myself doing nothing, but not knowing exactly what to do next, gathering information, researching, planning, all of a sudden I feel this sense of empowerment, like I'm doing something. And it's raising my vibrational frequency. It's actually aligning my vibrational frequency with that thing, that desire, that goal, whatever it is that I want to manifest. And so if you feel frustrated because there's something that you want and you don't know what to do next, and it's frustrating you because you want to do something, then just simply gather information. Just simply research and plan. And don't be stressed out as you do it. Just think of it as simply gathering information. One thing I notice when I apply this technique is that the next obvious step comes out of this process. It comes out on its own. It pops up on its own as you're gathering the information. The next obvious step is just right there in front of your face. And it can help too to write down that next obvious step so you won't be so worried. So you know that you have it written down and you know what's the next move. What's the next obvious move. And it's something that you can still change later on, maybe as you gather more information. But notice how much better you feel when you do this exercise, just simply researching and gathering information, and then you start to realize what the next obvious step is. Feel that sense of empowerment and realize that you're not as worried anymore, discouraged. Your vibrational frequency, your emotional state is a lot better, and you're able to think in a lot more focused and clear manner, where you're able to step by step accomplish what you want and manifest your desires. But worrying and thinking too hard and trying to figure out everything all at once is only going to get in your way. But it can be tempting to try to do that. So just simply gather information, and that's it. Just think of it as simply gathering information, and watch the rest take care of itself. Watch how the next obvious move pops up on its own, and watch how much better you feel as you apply this technique.